Alright y'all, we are finishing off the wreck repair. My wife got in a small collision. These are already actually like this. This whole bumper cover needs to be replaced because the mounting bracket on the inside of the bumper cover is broken. So what I'm going to do though is this hole here was used originally, like I've said before, probably in previous videos because I filmed these multiple days. Sometimes there's a day or two between filming, so I might repeat. So, but you see this lip right here. I want to get this cover up over here, which I can't do while holding the phone. And then I need to make sure if I zip tie it that this is the bottom. So this is going to sag and hold at this bottom level here. So I need to make sure I have the hole kind of further down. I'm trying to think. That way it's up here. It zips, and I'm trying to think about it out loud, but I'm just trying to make sure I figure it out so I don't, well, no matter what, it's going to be better than it was because it was like that. So, but I'm going to put it like that. Obviously up into that. There you go. A little bit. And then I'm just going to drill in and then just try to get it cinched down as close as I can. It's not going to be perfect. I was also thinking about putting sheet metal screws up between here and here, but they don't really fit flush. So, and then what I'll do is probably drill a hole here and then hook it up to here. And I want to have at least 2 zip ties and at least 2, but they're gonna break at some point, especially if she bumps against a snowbank. So I'll probably end up doing a more secure repair at some point, but I'm just trying to get this thing on the road. So let's see what I can do. Here's what I've come up with. I've doubled up some zip ties. I had to kind of figure out how to put it through, but I have 2 going through here, which by the way, this is a sort of a sharp. I should get one thick zip tie, and if these break, that's what I'll do. But so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use both hands, get this up in this pocket, and then try to cinch this down. If it holds, then I'm gonna come over here and drill another hole and get some more support. So see if I can get her done. All right, y'all, bumper cover repair. This is the driver's side currently. This is going to be improved. We're going to go ahead and meet up with this hole here. We're going to try to mimic what we did on the other side. I'll go over there and show you what the final product was. And then once this is attached, we're going to reattach something up to here. And then we're also probably going to secure this I think below also the lower half of the bumper cover is not secure, so we're going to go under there and do that at some point. And of course here is a damage. So this could be, you know, purchased, painted, and replaced properly. We're doing kind of a, just a quick fix for now. So let's go over and look at this other side. So what we've done here is we've got 2 zip ties that were linked together. The body line is pretty good. This is vulnerable. By the way, the first time it's cold and this bumper hits something, these are gonna snap. So I do realize these are very temporary. But as you can see, the overall product is pretty decent for some zip ties. Not bad. And we're gonna do the same thing over here. Goes up that gap. These are obviously normally, I think, cornering lights, but we're using those as access for our zip ties, which my brother Peter initially set up. And of course there's this damage here, which is just gonna be there. So I would estimate that this repair will last a couple months. Something's gonna happen. There's gonna be like a snow drift. It's gonna pop it and it's gonna break stuff. So quick fix. Get my sweet wife back in a vehicle that she enjoyed driving. All the bells and whistles. Now let the key. I left the ignition key in the ignition all night again. And this battery's kind of old, so I'm just nursing it. We're gonna replace that. Excuse me. Ooh. We're gonna replace that for sure, but getting her done, man. That new headlight. I'll get a repair. Science here. Make sure to thread your front zip tie through. Get your second zip tie in. Get that sucker through here. And then as you can see it right there. Now I have to feed it through, but so before I do this, I'm gonna hang up so I can get all the, you wanna get everything lined up. You wanna get the first zip here and then the second zip there. You know what I'm talking about? You wanna get it kind of graduated, and this will be your main install that. Look at that. Cool. But anyhow, nice and tight, we're gonna do the same treatment over here. All right, y'all, it is that time of year. Got the plow truck out. Just doing a little maintenance on it. I've already done a little bit of plowing with it. Last thing I did to it was put these little flags on, whatever you call them, markers. Of course, we've done a lot of work to the plow over the years. New springs, new bolts, rebuilt the rams and the unit there, new lines, and then still have to fix one of these fittings. That was the issue I had with it. Was that the fitting? One of the fittings was just not working. That's why I rebuilt the whole thing. I was trying to figure out why it wasn't going left. Anyway, but as you can see, this thing needs to be painted. I did try to paint it, but or no, I actually didn't. I was out of time. That thing was a pain in the butt. That was problem after problem with that. Anyways, so what we're doing today, or well, in multiple videos, I'm not sure how they're going to end up being posted, but as you can see, these aren't looking too good. These are the original terminals. I haven't done anything with them. It's something that I've been wanting and meaning to do. First got this amazing battery last year. It was seriously like $370. 84. It was expensive ass battery, but it is amazing and definitely well worth the money. But what I'm gonna do is basically clean up all the connections. I need to get a spare. This is the plow solenoid. I need to get a spare one of those. The actual thing I'm gonna do tonight is just change this fuel filter. It is basically let me get my light here. Basically I put it on there when I put the carburetor on a couple years ago, so it's definitely due for a change. What I got going for the terminals, oops, sorry guys, are these bad boys. These came from the battery shop. They are their favorite, and what you do is you're able to just install, and then you have this nice straight on way to bolt everything on with your big dogs. We'll see. I don't mind this setup, but it's just there's a lot of opportunities for corrosion to cause connection issues. This one's been giving me a pain in the butt, and giving me a pain. That's weird. This one I've been taking on and off because it does have a draw. Since I've had it parked in the garage, I've had the battery tender on it, so I'm worried about it. But at the end of the day, number one, I need to track down the draw, but I would like one of those battery things where you can there's a little thing where you just connect it and then you unconnect it, like a little, I don't know, whatever they call it. But these I'm going to use to try and convert some of these. Well, it's really only this that I need. I probably didn't even need to buy those, but I would like to shorten this if I could. It's just a big long length of cord. It's the only ground. Well, it's there's this ground is going to the plow pump. So it is kind of the only ground. I need to put another ground strap. This ground back here, I guess, is a problem. So I got to look at that. Overall, guys, I just need to kind of just get the electrical system at least begin to get refreshed. But yeah, after I get the terminals and at least these general connections figured out, like I said, do the fuel filter. My blower motor resistor right there is gone bad. It only works on high. So I need to find one of those. It's kind of a rare, just a harder to find part, it seems like. But and then also what we're gonna do is I've been wanting to remove this air pump and just take it off, and then basically the belt would only go on the alternator and the fan and the crank instead of the alternator, fan, crank, and air pump. And of course, it's robbing a little bit of horsepower. Obviously, and also the pulley is really wobbling, so it's just getting worn out. And of course, you see it's all disconnected anyway. But I think that's it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this fuel filter. Eventually, I do need to do these. I've been waiting forever to do, mainly because it just hasn't been super necessary. Oh yeah, that's that fuel filter I wanted to try. I think I want to try and up using that, but I wasn't quite sure about how it looked. But what we need to do is recalibrate this carburetor. It's a little bit fat. It runs pretty rich. And then I need to try and install this trans cooler, and this is transmission cooler line. The problem is with this is that normally you would just remove the grill, install it. Well, I've got this big old plow contraption here that you know, I'm not even sure how it's mounted, to be honest with you. So it's just a crazy big old bumper. I think it may be welded to the frame, I don't know. But let's see if I can jimmy this thing out of here. There's got to be a way to do that without taking this front thing off. I may have to take, is this, no, this is the core support. That would be a major thing. So anyways, guys, I'm not sure where I'm going to try to install the trans cooler. It obviously needs to be front of the vehicle, so maybe I can slide the radiator back. I don't want to have to unhook the radiator, but that's probably the easiest way to get to back there is come at it from this way. Because even if you remove this grill, well, there is some room. There's got to be a way to get it. Anyways, guys, just a little update on the old plow truck. Hope y'all are doing well. Oh, I do need to get this stupid tire. It goes flat every about 3 days. And definitely not going to get a new set, but because it does need a new set of studs. These do pretty decent. But what I need to do is I got that tire repaired a couple times. I think it's the bead that keeps leaking, so I'm not really sure what's going on with it. But I just air it up and it's good for the evening, so no big deal. But all right, y'all, and of course this is the famous profile pic for Last Frontier Garage. I think it's this angle right here or something. So, all right, over and out, man. I know I talk too much. Y'all told me that before. Peace. All right, I'm done for the evening here. The fuel filter, actually, I got the wrong size. It's a 3/8 fuel line. I got the 5/16, so it's fuel filter's a little bit small. I went ahead and did the terminals. Started with the positive, got everything off with the sorry, trying to get rid of this glare here. Put the new fixture on there, tightened it up, figured out how these were gonna fit. I got one over here, one over there, and then I have, I guess that's it for this side. So that worked out just perfectly, and that is just looking good. This is kind of doesn't look as clean, but I have it, it's a ground. I just want it not to rest on any of the positive stuff, so I put it over this handle then under. And here's the negative side. We've got the going to the engine ground. This is going to the plow, and then this is our chassis ground, which I replaced the terminal. This is the old one. So it was definitely getting used up, and of course my old setup was just in shambles. You know, this is my negative terminal. Of course, trying to run all that energy through this little teeny thing. So yeah, they did pretty good. They got the job done for. I mean, they've been getting the job done for 6 years, but finally upgraded along with the battery. I still need to just take this apart, clean up all the contacts. I'll probably clean that just for the heck of it. I'll clean that one. I'll clean this one, and then these I cleaned last. You know, I'll clean these again. And then what I want to do, of course, as well is spray a little bit of this battery terminal protector. I used to get really fancy, and then there was a red one and a purple one. I would spray the positive side red and the negative side purple, but it just helps prevent corrosion. And then, of course, if you need to, I didn't really need to use this because this battery's new, but I went ahead and got a. There goes the cap on that one. See how I didn't. Yeah, I don't think I damaged it. Oops, did I? Oh, jeepers. Here, 1 second, guys. Okay, they didn't break. Sorry, guys. I literally thought, I was like, yeah, these are probably not the best. There we go. So this is red. As they were sitting there, I was like, yeah, it's probably not the best spot to put those. One already did fall before I started filming. But yeah, I finally got these for the supply closet. I need to do more tours. This is kind of my bunch of different stuff. I had it better organized. Oops. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, guys. Sorry. You guys are like, oh, barf. But yeah, we got. I don't know, just take a gander. Coolant related, power steering fluid, etc. You know, WD-40, brake fluid, oil, all kinds of stuff. Transmission fluid. Got some washer fluid down there. Gotta keep a stock of that. And of course, I got my silicones, some tapes, cleaner type stuff. And this is really random. This is actually the most terrible use. It's the closest to my main toolbox here, and it's nothing that I hardly ever use. So all this stuff just needs to go somewhere, really. But I have all the chemicals over here, so the heater can kind of blow over. I prefer all of them to be back there. But as you can see, we've got a lot of organizing to do. My grandma passed away, God bless her. She lived a long life. I'm not trying to get all sad, but these were actually shelves in her house I wanted to kind of hang up. Dad gave us opportunity to kind of go through and take anything we wanted, and I'm going to put these shelves up along this wall, which I've said before, but I just haven't got to it yet. And yeah, we at least got the battery terminals fixed up. One thing at a time, guys. That's all you can do. Last into your garage. Over and out.